Good morning, good morning, good morning. Facebook, find my people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Chainbreakers. We are starting this a little late because this is attempt number 2 at this. I've been having some internet issues this morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hopefully you're finding me. Come in and join. I want to welcome you here to Chainbreakers 365 Live. And come on in. Like I said, this is attempt number 2 at this, so we're going to try and keep this going. Good morning, chain breakers. It is Thursday, August the 22nd, 2019, and this is going to be a fantastic day because that's the day I choose. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Keep coming on in. I'm glad to have you here this morning. Good morning, Bill Schomburg. Glad to have you here this morning. So I want to go back and kind of revisit what I tried to do in the first attempt of this episode. But as you notice, every day when I start off our message, I'll give you the date and tell you this is going to be a fantastic day because that's the day I choose. So what I'm really talking about is choosing the attitude in which you approach life every single day. I am a very firm believer that you are either a victim of circumstance of what happens to you during the day, or you are in control by choosing the way you will react to everything in advance. Because if you approach every circumstance that hits you during the day, you will either choose to see the opportunities or you'll choose to see the problems. It's your choice as to how you see them, how you look at them, and absolutely your choice of how you react. So you can either be a victim of that circumstance or you can choose to be a victor by choosing to be happy in advance. So that's what my approach is as I join and I go through the days. Glad you're able to jump back on. Jeremy George, Connie Davis, thanks for being here this morning. Glad you were there on the first one. Glad you're able to jump back in. Roger Bowen, thank you for being here. So come on in. Do me a favor. Reach down and hit that share button. Share this message out to your family. Share that message out to your friends. Share it out to your coworkers. Let's continue to grow this community and continue to interact with each other, because as we do and as we grow, this is not just a message, but this is a community, and I love seeing when people interact with this. I'm hearing all the time about how much these messages mean to people, and I hope they do to you as well. So I hope you're sharing these out and letting your friends know what a great message this is. So today our topic really is about your net worth. So your net worth, what you're able to earn, what you're able to save, the assets you're able to hold on to, will never exceed what your self-worth is. Your net worth will never exceed your self-worth. Because if you believe that you're not worthy, if you believe that I don't deserve to be happy, if you believe that I don't deserve to have a great life, if you just believe that I'm not capable of achieving this goal that God has placed on your heart, if you believe that there is no way that this can really end up happening, then you are succumbing to the attack of the enemy. The enemy places these fears, they place those lies into your heart and into your life because he wants to keep you small and keep you from fulfilling the purpose that God has laid on your heart, the purpose that God has for you in your life. Tammy Talbot, good morning. Glad you're able to join us this morning. So what am I really talking about? How are we able to then to break that? Because we can sit here and make positive choices, try to develop a positive attitude and believe I can consciously, but if subconsciously you still believe I can't, then you're right, you won't. So what is the best way to be able to overcome it? One might be by pushing through and doing it scared and leaning on your faith to move forward. But the best way I know is to start changing the messages that we give to ourselves. So part of my morning routine every single day is writing down 10 things every day that I'm grateful for. It helps build a solid foundation for my day. It helps give me a positive mental attitude that looks for opportunities instead of problems. But I also then write down several different things that are, it's a checklist of the things that I want to accomplish. It's my goals for the day. Now, sometimes they're very big items that I need to be able to accomplish. Sometimes they're little check marks that are just things that I need to do, or even that I do every day. But I can tell you this, when you're able to look back and see all those things that you wrote down that you need to accomplish for the day, and you can start putting check marks by every single one of them, then we start telling ourselves, wow, I really am doing a lot. I really am accomplishing a lot. Rather than getting to the end of your day and just feeling worn out and wiped out and going, oh, I just don't feel like I got anything done. I guarantee you that's not true. I guarantee you got a lot done. Sometimes we have to even start taking credit for the small things, because every single thing we do actually makes a deposit into our emotional bank account. But then we get that one negative, that one thing that we didn't do, and we feel like we got an overdraft notice, right? Am I speaking to somebody here? Because what we really think we did is we just wiped out everything that we deposited. No, what you did was you wrote a check and you withdrew, but I guarantee you did not take out. What we need to do is go back and review our statement and see all those deposits that we've continued to make, all those things that we've been able to accomplish, all those things that we've been able to do, all those goals, whether they're small or whether they're large or whether they're medium, and check them off every day. Sometimes it's getting up, brushing my teeth, eating breakfast, combing my hair, getting out the door, getting to work on time. Those are small things, but they're things that you're doing that a lot of people aren't. They're things that you're doing that a lot of people aren't even leaving the house. There are things that you're doing by getting the kids to school on time, that there are children still walking in late that miss the school bus because their parents didn't keep moving them along. There are things that you're doing because you're eating healthy, you're feeding into your body, that builds those emotional bank accounts because they're check marks that you can see that you did every day. Maybe it's I'm going to go for a walk after school. Maybe it's I'm going to go to the gym and work out. Maybe it's that I'm going to do these things at work, or these are the things that I'm going to do today at work, that you can sit there and keep checking off. And every time we check off, we accomplish that goal, we put into our emotional bank account and we start rebuilding up our self-worth. It is there. It is absolutely there. We just need to keep building it and reminding ourselves that we are worthy. And there is nothing that will build it more than actually taking note of your accomplishments. Vicki Everett, thank you. Good morning. I'm glad to see you here this morning. By seeing those things that we can check off and we can accomplish and we can do, we build up our self-worth to keep believing that we can attain more. And as we attain more, we stretch ourselves, and we stretch ourselves into the belief that we can do more. We can accomplish greater things. We can accomplish greater goals. We can accomplish greater tasks. And by doing that, along with our gratitude and the way that we now see opportunities, we see opportunities that we now know that we can accomplish, that before we saw as a problem and something we could never attain. We need to start retraining our mind to believing the kinds of things that we never thought were possible before, but now are not only possible, they are not only probable, but that they are now going to catapult us to that next level. It is important in a relationship to be equally yoked. And many times while you can say those kinds of things that support and build each other up, if you still believe I don't deserve, you're holding the chain down. You're dragging not only you, you're dragging both of you down. So you need to build yourself up, because regardless of how much your partner pours into you in your relationship, if you believe you're not worthy, then you're still going to tell yourself you're not worthy. You need to build up what you're now doing with your spouse and for your spouse every day. Put those in your check mark, put those in your checklist, and mark them off as you do them. You will begin to see yourself as the same way that they see you, the reasons they fell in love with you in the first place. You start seeing the things that you're doing and how you're sewing into relationships and what you're doing to be able to be a big part of this, and why you as a couple are really able to attain so much more, because you know what they're doing for you, but you've forgotten to look at what you do for them. It's not only in our relationships and in our own self, but what we do at work. It's the things we're able to accomplish every day. It's the things we're able to do. It's the things we're able to accomplish. I was amazed at some of the things yesterday that I was part of a call at work where they were talking about some of the power users for different tools. And of all the people in my company, I was number 2 in the entire country for using these tools on a regular basis. I had no idea. But do you think that made a difference to get that recognition? It wasn't that they were patting me on the back or really holding me out as an example. They weren't. But just seeing that list and knowing that I was making that big of a difference, you think it filled me and it increased my own internal self-worth? Of course it did. So not only every single thing you do, but seeing those checklists, but seeing all the things that you accomplish, seeing the things that you're able to do, knowing that you're making a difference builds your self-worth and increases your value every day. And when you increase your value, when you increase your self-worth, you now believe you are capable of increasing that net worth, increasing your ability to earn more, increasing your ability to be more, increasing your ability to have more. And then when you have more, you're able then to give more. It is difficult to turn around and be a generous person and give to others when you don't feel like you're even able to give to yourself. So give to yourself first. Build up that foundation, build up that emotional bank account, so you can now pour into others. So you can now build them up, help them increase their self-worth. And by doing that and uplifting others, we all rise. Hashtag uplift and rise. If I've been speaking to you this morning, if you've been hearing this message as meaningful and as something that spoke to you, I ask you to hit those hearts and hit those loves, those likes and those loves. Reach out and hit that share button. Share this message out, because I know it's going to speak to more people than just you. If you like the messages that you hear and you've got friends that would benefit from this, some people we know aren't on Facebook. And because of that, you will find not only this one soon, but all of the old videos. You can find them on YouTube at Chainbreakers 365 on YouTube. Share the message out. Have them go in and watch some of the videos. Have them subscribe so that they receive those on a regular basis, and that they're able to not only receive them, but they're able to watch as well, because maybe they don't want to be part of all the political stuff and all the negative stuff that's on Facebook. That's one reason I created hashtag uplift and rise, because I wanted to change the way that social media looks to people. What I want to pour into them, rather than letting social media and social media depression take away. But if this has been meaningful, check us out on YouTube. Go to chainbreakers365.com, where you'll also find our bank of videos, and you'll find this here as well. But invite your friends to come out, tag them in here, and invite them to participate, invite them to watch, invite them to come in and like Chainbreakers 365, because we will grow this. And as we do, we will rise by uplifting others. Thank you very much for joining. We're here Monday through Friday, every morning during the week at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, although today was a little bit late from technical issues. But you'll find us here every single day. I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to seeing my friends, here tomorrow for Chainbreakers 365 Live. Thanks very much for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.